We have to talk to Brandon Roddy because
actually
Brandon
knows about
has been watching every single
the lovely
game.
Spurs Center. The Spurs Center.
Flashy again.
You know, I'm glad to see y'all too. Eileen, I want to say, I don't think those people had as much energy as you do.
No.
Though.
Oh, God.
I think you could
Roddy,
you could be that team all by yourself. I think you could do it.
Just call
Go,
it energy.
Eileen, go. Go, Eileen, go. But of course, game 2, Spurs Blazers of round 2 goes on tonight. The Spurs, if they can do what they did in game 1, they should be okay. But I have a couple keys, things that they need to work on for game 2. And first of all, they need to stop fouling. Stop fouling. They had 21 fouls in this first game. And if the Blazers start making their free throws, the game isn't a blowout. So if they can stop that, they'll be good to go. They also need to slow down LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, he did have 32 points, which came a little bit later into the game, but you don't want a guy like that to heat up because he could hurt the Spurs because he's a great athlete. And the last thing that the Spurs need to do to guarantee a win is just to let Tony Parker do his thing. He's been playing great lately. He's taking Damian Lillard to school. He's doing a great job, you know. So go Spurs, go. Continue on.
That's good. That's right.
I think they can do it.
Just cut him loose, right, Roddy? Just cut Parker loose.
Let him loose. Let him do what he does. You know. But another big thing that we got going on today is the NFL draft. You know?
I know.
Give it to me. Give it to me. NFL.
That's right. Hey, here's the thing about the NFL draft, Roddy. We know about Manziel, but we don't really know. Do you know any of the players?
I don't know that. No, I have no idea.
We don't know a lot about college football.
Well, lucky for y'all, I do. I paid attention, and we did a little thing. You know, we wanted to match up some of the celebrities who closely resemble personalities of some of the guys that are coming out in the draft, and what we want to call Hollywood Matchups 2014 Draft Edition. Of course, we got to start with the #1 pick overall, who's going to be a guy by the name of Jadeveon Clowney. Now, this guy he's a monster on the field, and he's sort of like a bad boy, you know, because he does what he wants to do. You got to love to hate him. But I think he's most closely related to Colin Farrell, if you want to go with that, you know, because he's a bad guy.
Okay.
But he doesn't care what anybody thinks, and Jadeveon Clowney doesn't care because this time next year he'll be making millions, millions.
So a little attitude.
Yes, but he's going to be a guy to watch out. Houston Texans fans, you should be looking for this guy right here. He's going to be a great addition. The #2 guy is Blake Bortles. He's a quarterback out of the University of Central Florida, and this guy is most closely resembling, I think, George Clooney. Only because when I went to Google Images to find pictures of this guy, every picture that came up was him with 2 or 3 women.
Right,
I mean, what are you doing? What is going on in Central Florida?
But not married, obviously. He's going to be like the eternal bachelor.
Right.
Maybe he should look into television. I don't know, but it's going to be pretty good for him right there. I think George Clooney and this guy, they might get, even though George Clooney's off the market, he might have a successor right here in Blake Bortles. And of course, the #3 guy that everybody's talking about in Texas is Johnny Football.
That's who we
Johnny
know.
Manziel. Now this guy, right off the bat, the first thing that came to mind when we all talked about it was Mark Wahlberg, because you know.
Really?
Yeah, Marky Mark. You know they got a bunch of good vibrations going on. You know, got those good vibrations. Anybody? No, I'm sorry. They're both very talented. Ladies love them. They both have lots of celebrity friends. Who doesn't want celebrity friends? You know, I mean, hey.
I know I do.
And of course, the guy that he was throwing to all year was Mike Evans, who's, I guess he was more like the Matt Damon to Ben Affleck for Johnny Football.
Okay,
and,
very cute.
You know, I'm just saying he's a good guy. He does a great job. But he was sort of in Johnny's shadow, you know.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate wingman.
Yeah, you know. But and speaking of wings, he's ready to break free. He's a peacock. He's got to fly.
Yeah.
Show your wings and
Let
fly.
him fly.
And the 5th guy we got, of course, is Teddy Bridgewater. This guy, you know, we had to do it a little different here. I think his coach when he was at Louisville was Coach Charlie Strong, and it makes sense because Bridgewater is more of a strong, silent type. And what says UT more than Matthew McConaughey, right?
Hey.
Or as Bridget Smith likes to call him, Matthew McConaughey.
Hey, he's my favorite.
But those are the top 5 of the guys you need to watch out for in the draft. I hope I helped you out a little bit, something to look forward to. And of course, Spurs game tonight at 8:30 at the AT&T Center. Go Spurs, go! Check that out too.
Roddy, thank you. That helps more than you know.
I like how he broke that down for us.
I really appreciate that. We're very simple-minded. Very
simple. Yeah.